Under international law, a military leader who refuses to serve a new government can be called several things, depending on the specific context and actions they take. The most common and relevant terms are insurrectionist, rebel, or insurgent. Insurrectionist/rebel. These terms are used when the military leader and their forces are actively engaged in a rebellion or insurrection against the established government, which in this case is the newly declared one. This implies an act of armed revolt. An insurrection is a violent uprising against the government. An insurrectionist is someone who participates in such an act, and a military commander who leads this is often referred to as a rebel leader. Unlawful combatant. This term is also relevant under the laws of armed conflict. An unlawful combatant is someone who takes part in hostilities without having the right to do so under international law. While military personnel of a recognized state are typically considered lawful combatants, a military leader who refuses to recognize the new, legitimate government and engages in hostilities against it could lose this status. As an unlawful combatant, they would not be entitled to the protections afforded to prisoners of war, POWs, under the Geneva Conventions. Traitor. From the perspective of the new government and its national law, such a military leader would likely be declared a traitor. Treason is the crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to overthrow the government or by giving aid to its enemies. A military leader defying the new government's authority and potentially engaging in armed conflict would be committing acts of treason. Warlord. If the situation escalates into prolonged conflict and the military leader successfully carves out a territory where they hold de facto power, they might be referred to as a warlord. A warlord is a person who exercises military and political control over a region due to their armed forces, rather than through allegiance to a central government. This term is often used in situations of failed states or civil war, where central authority has collapsed.
Yes, good evening, my fellow Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon. Once again, I welcome you. Happy May, I welcome you. Olivos, I welcome you. Two of you are the first here. I welcome two of you. As you come saying, please like and share so people may join us in what we are doing right now. And that's if they can be able to join fast, we just want this program to last only 1 hour 30 minutes, so others may share it and listen to it after our program this evening. We are not going to waste much time this evening because we want to adhere direct to what brings us here. So please like, share, and subscribe. Also comment like Happy May and the others. It is very, very imperative. If you can do so this night as you join us, so for us to move on. You have already heard some background of what we are doing this night, but that is not the real background of what we are here to do. Just this is a preamble that I don't want to mention with my mouth. I want you to know why we are here and what we are about to do this night. We are going to ask ELIAS question. Which law taught ELIAS that a new country must get 80% of their land before they can be able to get an international recognition? We are calling on ELIAS, the lobby of fallback gang, to please, with all the laws that support a new country, which we all know about, Montevideo Convention, Geneva Convention, and the UN Charter and treaties, which of them taught ELIAS what he used to deprive and criminalize Biafran people? We want you, ELIAS, to summon courage to tell us where and how did you get this your law that tells you that after our official declaration that we must get Biafra territory 80% before we can be able to seek an international recognition. That is the topic, and that is the topic we are here to discuss this night and ask those international laws, is it true or false? By those laws, that is how you know that this man called ELIAS is a hardened criminal. ELIAS is what? A hardened criminal. By opening his stinking and dirty mouth and criminal mouth, they tell Biafran people that we have to get our land 80% before we got an international, or before we get recognition. Please, ELIAS and Godabri, please can you man up to tell Biafran people from where you gather this your information and who gives you this information and which law back it up. That is the question that we are here to ask you, ELIAS. That is the thing that I want to know this night. From where you get this your knowledge and which law? Is it law of Greece that taught you that people that officially declare their country as a new country must get their land 80% before they can be able to get an international recognition that they have to do by applying for the membership and brings everything that surrenders it before they can be able to do it. To present a document of their official recognition, please, ELIAS, please share this program. So want this program to get to ELIAS to come to his S handle or where he was deceiving people on a page to come and tell us which law of between Geneva Convention, between Montevideo Convention, between UN Charter and Treaty, which of them that prove to ELIAS that people that gather together, declare their independence officially, that they have to get their land over 80% before they can be able to get an international recognition. Which law taught ELIAS what he used to deceive gullibles and those who never want Biafra to be a nation, those who represent the white Finland in the midst of the genuine Biafrans today? That is why we are doing this program this night, to call an ELIAS and Godabri to come and prove to Biafran people the law that suits what the evil that they are doing, and how and in which country has this happened before, or to come and tell us, is it how Greece got their own independence and their own recognition? If you said that you are working for Biafra, working for my Simon Eber, we are not here to talk about the videos of our sister or some people who are mentioning names and things that are happening. That is why we call on ELIAS. Please come on your S handle. Give us countries that have get their independent recognition after getting their land 80%. Do you know what it means to get your land, your border 80%? That simply means you don't need anybody to recognize you if you can do that on your own. You don't need it. ELIAS, please, which of the country of the world that has get their independence after their declaration officially, that gets their recognition after getting their land 80%, if you cannot be able to explain this to us, ELIAS, you were 419er, you are a criminal, you are a deceiver, you are a rogue, you are a corrupt entity. That is who you and your masters are. We are calling you, Godabri and ELIAS, to come and tell us the law that back what you said up. After that, a country has officially get their independence, they have to fall back. They have to go and get the land 80% before they can be able to get what? International recognition. That is what we're asking ELIAS to just come on this thing to do it for us. Before we move, we have our people in the comment section. Happy you may good evening from here. Oliver, also good evening. Basic, good evening. Amma, good evening. Jesus loves you, good evening. Are you from? That's not what I'm here for this night. With those I know, I don't know their name. I see my brother Shido Emmanuel. Good evening from here. I see you all. I see Arinze. Good evening from here. Thank you so much. I see the Jedaga. Good evening from here. We are here. We want to run it very fast. Depend on our time and our chance. Because from Sunday till today, we never come live program because of how it is where we are. But we must move. I see the Jedaga. Good evening from here. I want us to run it very quickly, very fast, so we can have some time for callers to contribute their own quota. What we have on our hands this night is we are calling on ELIAS to come and tell us those countries that after official declaration with official documents that get recognition, or their recognition depends on getting the border, the territory of their land over 80% before they can get recognition or before they can be a country. Please, ELIAS, we mean no insult, we mean no harm. Can you kindly please give us the law, the article, the charter, the paragraph, and everything that surrenders the movement of people of United States of Biafra and their government and their citizens and their territory, how it's all about that we must get our land, protect our land 80% before we can be able to stood up, become a country, before we can see for international recognition. Is it this law that we all have been in searching? Is it the one that you are telling us, that told you, that taught you as a lawyer, that people of a new nation must get their land 80% before they can be able to get an international recognition? That is what we are here this night to ask you. But before we wait for you to come, we want to present to you what Montevideo Convention said, Article 1. We might not read Article 1 this time because of our time, but if time permits us to read Article 1, we are going to read it out to the Biafran people for you to see what this Article 1 said. You know, when something says 1 is the beginning of every number. Like A is a beginning of every alphabet. 1 is a beginning of a number, and this is on number 1 of Montevideo Convention, quoting and saying how a new country will get recognition and what they have to do before declaration, and once they have get those things, those first criteria, they become a nation without recognition. Let us go in very fast, my people, because we are not going to wait for anybody to tell our story again. We are going to be the one to use our crow eyes and tell our story so people may know what we are doing that is from Chukwuka Abiyama. We ask you to support this platform if you can before we move. This platform needs their support to get more gadgets that we can be able to, when we come, we will put this program on our screen so you may read the program, you may read the document that will be reading together with us, or we may even call somebody, a fan, to be the one to read, while all of us will be here to do the analysis of the program that we are doing. So as we are listening, as we're about to move in, please pay attention. Like I always said, I am not asking you to come with pen and paper because I am your lecturer, or because I am your teacher. No, I am just your brother who wants us to have something that we can use to defeat enemy. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. See how the international law, what they told us about a new country, how the process that we go, and how they can do it before they will be able to get international recognition is what we are going to be playing from now. And you know how we do it? We play, we pause, we explain. I hope you know it clearly. This is how we run to this particular platform. Listen from now.
Montevideo Convention on the Rights and Duties of States is as follows. The state as a person of international law should possess the following qualifications. A permanent population. B. A defined territory, circa government. And D. Capacity to enter into relations with the...
Sorry, let's start afresh. Why the voice is not coming? Why are you not coming?
No, under international law, there is no specific requirement to control 80% of a border for a new country to gain international recognition. The notion of a percentage of border control is not a recognized legal standard for statehood. Instead, the widely accepted criteria for a new state, as outlined in the Montevideo Convention on the Rights and Duties of States, 1933, are a permanent population. There needs to be a settled community of people living in the territory. A defined territory. The area must have recognized borders, even if there are some disputes. An effective government. There must be a functioning government with the ability to exercise control over the territory and its population. The capacity to enter into relations with other states. The entity must be able to conduct foreign policy and engage in international relations. It's important to understand that fulfilling these criteria doesn't automatically guarantee international recognition. Recognition from other countries is often a political act, not a legal one, and is influenced by factors like strategic interests, human rights records, and adherence to international law. The video explains the difference between de facto and de jure recognition, which is a key concept in understanding how states are recognized under international law. Difference between de facto and de jure recognition.
I hope you followed me. Now we are going to play, pause, and do what? And explain as we move now. Under international law, a new country don't need to get 80% of their border for a new country to gain international recognition. This particular scam, they are using to scam Biafran people. We are here to let you know whether you believe or not. Do not come to Biafra movement because of a woman or somebody you like is in charge. No. Just come because you want freedom. Just come because what we are doing is what you need. This is the reason why you have to come. This is the reason why you must know the truth. That listen to this. Can a new country get 80% of their land before international recognition? You now say, no. No. N-O. No. I said what? N-O. No. Under international law, there is no specific requirements to control 80% of a border for a new country to gain international recognition. The nation of a percentage or border controls is not recognized legal standard of a stateholder. Na na-agwa here wee sị anyị na ọkpasị na ọ bụrụ okwu eziokwu na enweghị ebe kwuru na under international law na a new country need requirements to control 80% of their border for a new country for them to get an international recognition. It never happens anywhere and it's not going to happen. That's in here when be able before. No be able potra we gwa media after their declaration we gwa ha no no geje nwota bodo no 80% before no geji we bia nwota international recognition. But I want to do you know what I'm going to say it? For those who are contributing money for him and his family and their law firm to continuously contributing money to them. That is why ELIAS comes out to deceive people and be lying on a broad new day. That we now had it. No, under international law, no. Has to be no bro. Before. Let us play the voice for the Datin Tamos.
No, under international law, there is no specific requirement to control 80% of a border for a new country to gain international recognition. The notion of a percentage of border control is not a recognized legal standard for statehood.
Nuria, you had it clearly here. It has never happened before. It's not even in the history of international law. It's not in the. It's no way that percentage of 80% control is not recognized under international law as what will make you a stakeholder of your country. What will make us the indigenous of the land. What makes us the owners of the land. Now, any 80% anywhere for us to get recognition of whether local or foreign. That's not rather what happened. Instead, the widely acceptance criteria for a new state, a new country, as outlined in the Montevideo Convention on the Right and Duties of a State, 1933, are, listen to this.
Instead, the widely accepted criteria for a new state, as outlined in the Montevideo Convention on the Rights and Duties of States,
1933. I am reading, I am also allowed the voice for ELIAS to come and tell Biafran people that which law, I started from Montevideo Convention, Geneva Convention, 1940, as amended in 1949, 1, 2, and the UN Charter. Which of them support what ELIAS said? That is how you know those who are liars, who are deceivers, who are hijackers, and those who has never meant well for the Biafran people. These are things that we must understand. That is why we are here to let you know that they are liars, that they are not telling you the truth, and they never want Biafra to come. They want to continue making and taking your money while they're enriching themselves, and you are becoming poor every blessed day. Is it what you wish yourself? Is it what you wish yourself? Is it why you don't want to come and stand on the side of the truth? Why when you see truth, you run away from the truth? Why you see where they're saying truth? Because the truth is not sweet. Because the truth is always bitter. It's only lies are something that are very sweet in the world. But remember, the lies and their sweet cannot last forever. Now, listen to this.
33. A permanent population. There needs to be a settled community of people living in the territory.
Now, we want to ask ELIAS, does it mean that people are not living in Biafra land? In the 40th state of United States of Biafra, are you telling us that people are not living there? This is number one criteria under Montevideo Convention, that we must have a population of people. Do you know one thing? That in our self-referendum, that those in homeland voted more than those in abroad. The number of voting of self-referendum, the homeland outline you and I who are in abroad. If the vote, like we have 50 million votes of self-referendum, do you know that's it? 35% comes from Biafra land. Is it not enough of population of people that live in their threat in their community that Nigeria are throwing bomb today? Have you seen ELIAS presenting how Nigeria is bombing Biafra land? Have you? Even when Ogenkere and Ogenkere, Gentle the Yahoo, Butozo, and Jamaica Owam are together. Have you seen ELIAS and Godabri presenting on their S-handle, coming out live and warning Nigeria government to stop killing Biafrans? Tell me if you have seen such a thing in social media. Have you ever seen such a thing happen? Have you ever had it before? Then that's how you know how they are working for. My people, I want us to know one thing. All these lies can no longer last. All these lies can no longer hold water. I want you to know This is the first criteria, ELIAS. You think we will not go and search? You think that taking the Kanu away, taking Simon away, will stop us knowing our right, that people will not search and find out the truth and come and debunk your lies and the criminal who you are. That's why I said, in a due time, Biafra government will sue ELIAS. He will pay all the dimes he collected for the Biafran people. And the one, he also paid the one he collected from Nigerian government also. Because ELIAS is agent of Nigerian government. Take it or you leave it. I am not begging you to take that word from me. A permanent population, there needs to be a settled community of people living in the territory. This is number one criteria. Not dead border 80%. Identifying territory. Listen.
A defined territory. The area must have recognized borders, even if there are some disputes.
There must be now a border, despite dispute, despite problem between Nigeria. That is why we have 40 states. The 40 states is what made up of border of United States of Biafra. The 40 states made up of the 40 states of United States of Biafra. That is their border. I said despite dispute, because they know there will be a dispute. A dispute is a problem that we have in Biafra right today by the government. Militarizing our land. They said despite that, despite it, that they know that when the country is declared, those that occupying the land will bring problems to us. And that is what we are seeing today. That is everything that we are seeing today. That is one thing I want us to understand. That we are not stupid people. We know what we are doing. What we are doing is in our hand. What we are doing is our rights. What we are doing is what we have to do, because doing it is to prove, ELIAS, we want to prove to that you are a criminal, ELIAS, by saying that word. That Biafran people will go and get their land 80% before they can be able to get international recognition. Who does that? Where does it happen? In Greece, from where you are? Elias, can you tell us how Greece gets recognition? Can you tell us how Greece become a country? Elias, we are asking you. And today you come to our own. You are lying because you want money. You are lying because you don't want to fail Nigeria government who send you to come and destroy Biafran movement. But you fail woefully because all our eyes are open. We are researching. Being a lawyer doesn't give you a guarantee, a warrant to talk down Biafran people and continuously lying, and because of you want money. My people, I hope you are following. The second criteria, ELIAS, international law, which you read and represent, told us that they are the identifying territory. They must have recognized borders, even if there is some of disputes, some of problems that we are facing from the hands of Nigeria government. International law knows that. And this law was not today. From 1933 is when they start telling us all these that we're hearing here today. So how do you think that Biafran people will not stood up and take what belongs to them? ELIAS, you think you can fool us anymore? Nobody can deceive the Biafran people anymore. Our eyes are widely open. We research, we read, we use our hand, put our own story. Nobody, no white man, no black man, we tell the story of the Biafran people again. We are the one to tell our story by ourselves. Oh God, please open. I don't know why people will continuously lying, because they want money. That is why they said money is the root of all evil. What ELIAS is doing to is that's why Britain don't want to leave Biafra land today. That is why the white people don't want to leave Africa to be on their own, because of their longer throat that they have. That is why they are doing it That is why they do what they are doing. That is why you can see everything going the way it's not supposed to be in the world. After the world know this law, after they put this national law, after they put this criteria for us, we have met all these criteria and they cannot be able to talk. Why? Because they are waiting for us to apply for membership of UN. They are waiting for us to prove how we can handle affairs of that new country. These things that we must know within ourselves. Let us continue. Step 3.
An effective government. There must be a functioning government with the ability to exercise control over the territory and its population. The capacity.
Number 3, an effective government. There must be a functioning government with the ability to do what? To control over the territory and its population. That is what we have today under Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, a working, active, effective government that are bringing laws, that are following international community guidelines, that are following all these new criteria of a new country before we can be able to seek for recognition. ELIAS, we are asking you, where did you get this your law? Please, as you come, like and share the program so others will know that we are live. Don't know why our comments hang. Don't know why the comments hang. I cannot see the comments, but keep it coming. I will refresh after I have finished the reading. Then when I will leave time for people to call in this night, because this program is going to be maximum 1 hour, then we'll end it up. So our people that will watch later, so they can summon courage to watch it and understand what we did. We're not going to make it 3 hours or 2 hours. Highest 1 hour, and we are done with the program. So please be here. Like, share as you come, please. Like and share the program. It is very, very imperative if you do so, because I want you to understand what we are doing this night. I want to, after here, you can face the enemies squarely with what we are presenting to you this night. You can hear it clearly, how it happened to other countries and how we as the Biafran people are going to get international recognition, criteria we must meet. And I told you we have overmet this criteria. Please hold on as I refresh. Let us see. Let us see if you can refresh. You need to refresh the page. You need to refresh. Hold on. We want to refresh because our comments hang.